Hello everyone, welcome back to this new lesson. In this lesson, we are going to learn present tense or simple present tense mostly. Okay, so if you are new on this channel, then subscribe this channel to see more videos like this. So if you feel any kind of type doubt related to this lesson, so you can ask me in the comment box and I will give you reply definitely. Okay. So let's start our lesson. So first of all, mastering the present tense is essential for clear, concise communication, and this lesson covers the fundamental rules and best practice for using the present tense effectively in your writing on speech. Okay. So let's see one by one points. So our point is here. What is the present tense? What is the present tense? So this is our point here. So let's know what is the present tense. Present tense definition here. Present tense definition is here. The tense is a grammatical tense that describes an action or state of being that is happening in the current moment. Let's again. So present tense is a grammatical tense that describes an action or state of being that is happening in the current moment. Okay, that is called present time or present tense. Basic function. Basic function, it is used to talk about regular habits, universal truth, or current activities that are occurring right now. That is function. Versatility. Versatility means the present tense is one of the most common and important tense in the English language with a wide range of application. Okay. Next, regularity. Regularity means most verbs follow regular conjugations patterns when form the present tense through, though there are also many irregular verbs to learn. So these points we have to cover in our lesson. So let's see one by one. So first you understand definition, basic function, versatility and regularity. So let's move on our next point. Next point is here. So let's see. Forming the present tense. Forming the present tense. So there are three form here. First, subject pronouns. Second, verb conjugation. Third, irregular verbs. Subject pronouns. Subject pronouns means identifying the subject of the sentence. Okay, such as I, you, he, she, it, we, or they. They are all subjective pronoun here. Verb conjugation. Match the subject pronoun. Match the subject pronoun to the corresponding present tense form, present tense verb form, which may involve adding or changing the verb ending. Okay. Next, irregular verbs. Some common verbs have irregular present tense form that must be memorized, such as like be, have, and do. Okay. V form, V form is are, am, was, were, and have, has, had. Okay. Do form did, do, does. Okay. I hope you know these are irregular verbs. Okay. So this is forming of present tense. Let's see example. So examples are here. First example here. He plays football every day. He plays football every day. Every day adverb of time in present tense, okay, every day. So he plays. He is a subject pronoun here, and plays is a verb of or main verb of present simple present tense, because we see s added in the end of verb. Okay, so we can say that is this is present simple tense verb. Next, she sings a song. She sings a song. So here she is a subjective pronoun and sings is a simple present tense main verb here, because we say this is s is added here, a song is a object here. Okay, next, be steady. You know, with singular subject or singular pronoun we can't use s or es form. Okay, we have to use s or es form with only singular subject, only singular subject, not singular subject. So here we is a singular pronoun here, so we have to use only study, not studies. We will not use s at the end of verb. English. Next, they work hard. They work hard. So not works, because they is a singular subject, singular subjective pronoun here. It rains heavily. You know, it is a singular subject. So with singular subject we have to use s or es at the end of verb. So it will be rains. Okay, so I hope you guys understand this concept of forming of present tense with verbs. Okay, so let's see next point. So next point is related to regular verb conjugations. Regular verb conjugations. So standard pattern, dropping the e, developing the consonant, and no change. Okay, standard pattern. Regular verbs follow a consistent conjugation pattern with base form of verb plus s for the third person singular. Third person singular s. Okay, developing the e, verbs ending e, drop the e before adding the ing or ed endings. Okay, dropping the e. Developing the consonant, verbs with a singular consonant after the short vowel. Verbs with singular consonant after a short vowel. Double the consonant before adding the ing or ed endings. Okay, so let's see example, but no change. Some regular verbs require no change to the base form for conjugations. Okay, let's see example. So examples are here. First example here, walk. Okay, I walk, you walk. Okay, I walk, you walk. You know, I is a singular subject in present tense, but in past tense I is a singular subject, but we are talking now about present tense. So I is a singular subject right now. So with singular subject we have to use only base form of verb. So I walk, you walk, he see it. With he see it, you know, he see it are singular subject. So with singular subject we have to use s or es at the end of verb. We walk, you walk, they walk. Okay, next, play. I play, you play, he see it plays. Okay, because they are all singular pronouns, so we have to use SOES at the end of verb. We play, you play, they play. Okay, study. Next one where study. I study, you study, he see it studies. Studies. We study, you study, they study. Next one, dance. I dance, you dance, he see it dances, he see it dances. We dance, you dance, they dance. Next one, cook. I cook, you cook, he see it cooks. Cooks, okay. We cook, you cook, they cook. So I hope you guys understand these all verbs, regular or irregular verbs, conjugations. Okay. So this is our next point is related to present tense. Irregular verbs, conjugations. We have seen regular verbs conjugations. Now let's see irregular verbs conjugations. First, memorize patterns, focus on high frequency verbs, and recognize similarities. Because irregular verbs are very important for us because we want to master in our present tense. So let's see. Memorize patterns. Irregular verbs don't follow standard conjugations rules. So you will need to memorize your unique patterns. Unique patterns. Okay. Focus on high frequency verbs. Learn the conjugations for most common irregular verbs. First, these will be the most useful. Next, recognize similarities. Look for patterns and connections between irregular verbs to make them easier to remember. Okay, so recognize similarities, focus on high frequency verbs, and memorize patterns. So these tips here to remember or to use irregular verbs. So let's see next point. So next point is our examples of irregular verbs, how to use. So irregular verbs, first we, I am. You know, with I in present tense we have to use am. You are. You is a singular subject pronoun, so we have to use are. He, she, it. They are all singular subjective pronouns, so we have to use is. We are. We are. We is a singular subjective pronoun, so we have to use are. You are. They are. Next irregular verb, have. I have. You know, I is a singular pronoun here. So I have, you have, he, she, it has. Has is a singular verb, singular helping verb. So we have to use with singular pronouns. So has, we have, you have, they have. Do. Next irregular verb here, do. I do. I do. Do with singular subject. Do is a singular helping verb. You do. He, see, it with does. Okay. So does with he, see, it, or we do, you do, they do. Next irregular verb, go. You go, I go, you go, he, see, it. So you know, with singular subject we have to use SOES form. So goes. Okay. We go, you go, they go. Next, say. Say is also an irregular verb. So I say, you say, he, see, it. Singular pronoun. So we have to use says because we have to add s at the end of verb because subjects are singular here. we say, you say, they say. So they are all irregular verbs, and you do remember these irregular verbs, and although have more irregular verbs, so you must remember these type irregular verbs to use your writing or speech. So our next point is here, using the present tense, using the simple present tense. So simple present tense uses are very useful for us because uh, knowing these uses, we can understand, we can easily know how when we use simple present tense, in what type condition we have to use simple present tense. Okay, so next, so here, describing habits, stating general truths, and for discussing the future. In these situations we have to use simple present tense. Describing habits, simple present tense is commonly used to describe regular habits, routines, or repeated action. Regular habits, routines, or repeated actions. Express universal facts and general statements that are always true. It can also be used to express universal facts and general truth that are always true. Always true. So we can use simple present tense. Discussing the future. In certain contexts, the simple present tense can refer the planned future. Planned word is very very important here. Planned future events or schedules. So we also use simple present tense. Okay. So let's see next uses of present tense. So present simple tense, next use here. First, we have seen in short points, but in short points you will do very very detailed. So first detail, expressing the habits and routine. Expressing habits. You know, daily routines. Daily routines are waking up, having breakfast, and going to work. These are daily routines. Habitual actions means I always, see, usually, always or usually, they are time of adverb, so we can use with this adverb simple present tense, like regular basis, exercising, practicing a hobby. So they are all habitual actions, like exercise and walking. Okay. Sleeping. So repeated behaviors. Repeated behaviors means like eating dinner as a family, taking the dog for a walk every morning. So repeated actions. For repeated actions, we can use simple present tense. Repeated actions, habitual actions, and daily routines. Let's see next use. Next use is related to describing current actions. Current actions. Current actions like focused work. Like this is, she is working. Focused work. Okay. So present tense is used to describe actions happening right now, such as person typing intently in their laptop. Bed at office environment. So this is focused work. So we have to use simple present tense with it. Okay. Organizing ongoing conversation, like ongoing conversation. We can use present tense with narrate scene of friends engaged in engaging conversation, discussion with vivid body language and expressions. Okay. Ongoing conversation. And continuous movement. This is continuous movement. So present tense allows to capture fluidity of athletes' movement. They sprint down the track with body one with the speed of their action. Okay. So I hope you guys understand focused work and ongoing conversation and continuous movement. We will use we have to use simple present tense rules. Okay. So let's see next use of simple present tense. Next use here, stating general truths. Stating General truths. General truths like universal statement, timeless truth, descriptive statements, and applying general truths. Applying general truths. So universal statements. I think you know universal statement like present tense is often used to express general universal truth and widely accepted as facts. Statement describes inherent nature or properties of something. So we will also see examples of these uses. Okay, uses timeless truth, general truth stated in present tense are not limited to a specific time period. They are convey permanent or unchanging facts about the world, science, and human nature. Descriptive statements, present tense statements of general truths provide objective descriptions of how things are rather than opinions or personal beliefs. Applying general truths. These types of present tense statements are commonly used in academic, scientific, and philosophical contexts to establish foundation of shared understanding. Okay, so they are all types of general truths or studying general truths. So you can, if you find out these type of uses of this type of situation, so you have to use simple present tense rules. Okay, so let's see next uses of simple present tense. Okay, next use here, talking about the future. Talking about the future. First, using the present continuous and expressing intent and scheduling events. With scheduling events, expressing intent and using the present continuous. So in these type situations, we have to use simple present tense. Okay, so the present continuous tense can use to talk future plans and arrangements. Okay, such as I am meeting friend. I am meeting friend for dinner tonight. I am my friend for dinner time. Okay, expressing intent, words like will and going to, can indicate your intention or prediction about the future. Okay, in future time, like I will graduate next year. I will graduate next year. I will graduate next year. So this sentence is indicate uh, expressing intent in future time. It's going to rain later. It's going to rain later. Next, scheduling events, referring to a set times, dates, or appointments in the future, such as the meeting is 3 p.m. The meeting is at 3 p.m. tomorrow. My flight departs next time. So scheduling events, or we can use simple present tense also. Okay, let's see next point. So there are example. So let's understand with example this concept. Okay, so first, timetable and schedules. With timetables and schedules we can use simple present tense like the train leaves at 10 a.m. The train leaves at 10 a.m. So this is future events, future situation, but it is exact. This is fixed situation. Okay, so we have to use simple present tense rules. Okay, next, the meeting starts tomorrow at 2 p.m. You know, this sentence, this example of sentence in future tense, because the adverb of time here, tomorrow, this is in future tense. This is in future tense, but we can use present simple tense like meeting is a singular subject here. So we use with singular subject s or es. So it starts. Okay, so in this situation, we added s at the end of verb, like starts, not start. So we have to add s. Next, fixed arrangements. Fixed arrangements like I am meeting my friend for dinner tonight. I am meeting my friend for dinner tonight. This is fixed arrangement. So for fixed arrangement we use present tense. So this is types of present tense like present, present continuous. Okay, present continuous. We were going on vacation next week. Next week. So next week is a future time. So but we can use future present tense. Present tense are. Are be is a singular subject, are a singular helping verb. So be are plus में we have to with in present continuous tense we have to add bs form plus ing. So bs form plus ing here going. Okay, going on vacation next week. Next here next example here future with be going to. Okay, future with. Okay, so you can also do it. So I am going to study hard for the exam. I am going to study hard for the exam. Okay, this is a future situation, but we can use present tense. Present tense I am going. Okay, she is going to buy a new car. So this is future planning. Be plus going to. Okay, this is in present tense. Next, conditional sentence. Conditional sentence. If it rains, he will stay inside. He will stay inside. If it rains means simple present tense. Rains, simple present tense. We will stay inside. Next, if I win means I is a singular subjective pronoun. So with singular subject we have to use only base form of verb in present simple tense. So if I win the lottery, I will travel the world. I will travel the world. Okay. So I think you have heard about the conditional sentence. So this is a concept of conditional sentence. This is first concept. Okay. Next, time clauses. Time clauses. When I finish my work, time clauses when. Time clauses here when. I will finish my work, I will go home. I will go home. Next, after I eat, I will watch TV. After is a time clause. After I eat, I will watch TV. So these are all examples of time in future time or events, and you have to use present tense or simple present tense also. Okay, so I hope you understand. So let's see next point. Next point is related to adverbs or frequency. Mostly things we have seen and we are about the adverb of frequency also. Okay, so let's see. First, always, usually, sometimes and rarely. These all adverb of frequency we have to use. For all these adverbs we have to use simple present tense. Okay, so expressions and action that occurs without exception 100% of time. Okay, indicates an action that happens most of the time but not always. Then we have to use, even then we can use simple present tense. Sometimes describes action that occurs occasionally or a irregular basis. Even then we can use simple present tense. Signals or an action that happens very frequently most almost never. Even then, we can use also simple present tense in this situation. Rarely, sometimes, usually, and always. Okay. So let's see example. Examples are here. First example. She always walks up early. She always walks up early. So always, regular basis. Okay. So those those work are doing or continuing on regular basis, so we can use, and we have to use simple present tense. Simple present tense walks. She is a singular subject, so with singular subject we have to use SOES with verb. Okay, up early. Next, usually irregularly go for a walk in the evening. So they, singular subject. So with singular subject we use only base form of verb. Base form of verb go here. Next, I sometimes eat pizza on Fridays. Okay, sometimes, irregularly. Okay, but I is a singular subject, so we have to use only base form of verb like eat. Next, he rarely watches TV, so he, singular subject, so we have to use SOES at the end of verb, so he rarely watches TV. Next, we never drink the coffee, so we is a singular subject, so with singular subject we use only base form of verb like drink. We never drink coffee. I hope you understand all these examples. These are simply you can easily solve these type problems, these type situations. So always, usually, sometimes, rarely, never. If you find any bear, these type adverbs. Okay, so you have to use simple present tense. Okay, so let's move on our next point. Next point here, time expressions. Time expressions. Time expressions. Simple present time phrases, current moment time phrases, future time phrases, precise time references. Precise time references. Okay, so simple present time phrases use expressions like every day, once a week, and on weekends to indicate habitual or routine actions. To indicate habitual or routine actions. So we have to use simple present tense. Next, current moment time phrases. Current time moment like right now, at the moment, currently. And with these phrases we have to use simple present tense. Okay. Future time phrases. Future time phrases like tomorrow, next week, in the future indicate actions that will occur later. But we can also use simple present tense with it. Okay, precise the references. Specific times like at 5 p.m. days on Wednesday provide exact present or future time frames. Exact future time, future or present future time frames. It provide fixed or exact. Then in this situation we can use present tense also. Okay, so these are all time expressions here, so we can use present tense or simple present tense also. Okay, in this type situation. So let's see example here. Now is a adverb of present continuous tense. If you find out anywhere now, so you have to use present continuous tense. Okay, like I am eating dinner now. So eating ing form with base form and with I. Okay, next, at the moment. She is studying at the moment. Right now, they are watching TV right now. Currently, he is working currently. These days, people are using smartphones these days. So these all adverb of time are in present continuous tense. If you find out anywhere one of them, so you have to use present continuous tense rules. Okay, so I hope you understand. You have to remember these step adverb of time, like now, at the moment, now, at the moment, right now, currently, these days. So let's move on our next point. Next point is related to negating the present tense. Negating the present tense. Negating the present tense. Didn't plus verb, do not plus verb, doesn't plus verb. Didn't plus verb means I didn't eat meat. I didn't eat meat. She does not like spicy food. She does not work on weekends. Negating, note. Note. To negate sentence in the present tense, use didn't, do not, doesn't before the main verb. Before the main verb. This is change the meaning for a positive to negative sentence. Negation is important grammar skill for clearly expressing what is not true or happening. Okay. So let's see next point. Next point. There are example here. So I am not hungry. I am not hungry. She does not like coffee. We do not go to the park on Sundays. We are not studying right now. It does not rain every day. It does not rain every day. These are example of negating in present tense. Okay. So does not, are not, do not, does not, are not. So there are. Next, asking questions in the present. Asking questions in the present. So how to ask? So there are framework here, like subject-verb, adverbs in frequency, and WH questions. Three types, three condition here. You can use and you have to create. Asking questions in present tense. Okay. So subject plus verb. To form yes or no questions. To form yes or no questions in the present tense, invert the subject or verb. To form yes or no questions in the present tense, invert subject and verb. For example, she speaks English. She speaks English. But you invert subject or verb. Subject or verb. So this is simple present tense because S is added here. Becomes, we are asking questions. Does he she speak English? Does she speak English? Next, adverbs and frequency. Adverbs and frequency. Questions about adverbs of frequency, like always, sometimes, never. Adverbs of frequency here, and the time expressions are today, every week, etc. Follow the same subject verb inversion. Follow same subject verb inversion. Follow like this. Follow the same manner. WH questions. WH questions like who, what, where, when, why, how. Who, what, where, when, why, how are formed by placing the WH before the subject and verb. WH before the subject and verb. Okay. Example, what does she do? What does she do? What does she do? This is WH form question here. So I hope you guys understand. You can create these type questions format in present tense or simple present tense also. So example. So what are you doing? What are you doing? This is a question with WH format. Does she like coffee? Does she like coffee? Where do you live? Where do you live? When does the movie start? When does the movie start? Why are you late? Why are you late? So you can easily understand the format of asking questions in present tense and simple present tense also. So this is very simple. These are very simple examples. So you have to remember. You can easily understand. You can write down also. Practice exercise. There are multiple types of practice exercise, and now I provide you only concepts like fill in the blank, conversation practice, writing prompts, and listening exercise. Using these four type of exercise, you can easily improve your English or English language, spoken English, and writing skill. Okay, but you have to. But what type of need you like you want to what you want, what you want. You like if you like speaking English, if you like a writing English, then you this can be different for every person. So you choose first of all what you want. You want to write, you want to speak, you want to listen, you want to whatever, do whatever. Okay, so if you have any kind of doubt related to this video, related to this lesson, write in the comment box. And if you are new on this channel, then subscribe the channel to see more videos like this. So see you in my next video very soon.